Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's training. My name is Godspy Jakegbe. I'm a Forex trainer. I'm a life coach, and by the grace of God, I have a lot of accounts I manage in this business. Now, you will be wondering what we are doing for today. But before I start, I want to appreciate those that have been so supportive. Everybody has been part, and I mean the communication was so marvelous. It was awesome. Thumbs up to you guys. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Welcome to today's training, and here is what we have for today. Looking at my screen, I'll be giving you the course outline of what I'll be doing exactly. I'll be giving you the course outline of what I'll be doing. For day one, which is today, we'll be looking at introduction to Forex trading, exchange rates, fundamental, technical, and sentimental analysis. These are the things we'll be looking into for day one. For day two, which is tomorrow by the grace of God, we'll look into pips, lots, leverage, charting softwares, brokers, types of traders, swing, position, scalp day, algorithmic trader, and event-driven traders. Day three, which is tomorrow or which is probably on Friday, we look into MetaTrader 4 and 5. We look into partial closing. We dive into trade stopping. We look into what? Swing trading. And I can assure you that by the grace of God, we will cover these whole things before this 4 days training ends. And on Friday, which will be the last day, we'll be looking into my fxgroup.com, investing.com, Forex Factory. Wow. They will now finally dive into first breakout. But I'm going to do something which is so unique. On that very day, I'll be talking about support and resistance in a very different dimension. I can beat my chest on this. I will talk about support and resistance. Then, if time permits, I'll dive into moving average, the two standard patterns to trade with moving average. With all of this, I beat my chest that you'll be so good when it comes to this business. So let's start. What do we have for day one? Going to day one. Today, we'll be talking about Forex. What's Forex? Forex is known as FX. It's the largest financial market where currencies are bought, sold, and exchanged for one another. Unlike the stock market, it is actually it's actually traded 245 or 245, meaning Forex is traded from Mondays to Fridays. It's only cryptocurrency I know it's being traded down to Sunday. Now, I would like to talk about this, and this part is key. Now, what exactly do we do in the Forex market? We buy and sell currency pairs. I need you all to take note of this, especially the beginners. We buy and sell currency pairs. What kind of currency pairs are we talking about? We are talking about GPP USD, Euro GPP, GPP AUD, so on and so forth. You might probably be wondering how much is dropped daily in this forex market. It is 5 to 5.2 trillion dollars that is dropped daily in the financial market. And in this way, I beat my chest that people have access to tap from how much they can gain in the market. As we all know, Forex is traded with different strategies. If you go on YouTube, Forex is like every other business on YouTube. Everybody wants to show his skills on how to trade this business. But the truth is, who exactly is doing it right? So let's go and see more of it. What exactly do we do in the financial market? We buy and we sell. We know that the green animal, which is the bull, is an indication of buy, and the other animal, which is a sell, is an indication of sell. Are you with me? And I always tell people these two animals will always go in opposite directions. That's why you see them, they are facing themselves. They can never go in one direction. I have never seen a situation in the market whereby the blue candle is going up, the red candle is going up as well. No. You see that the buyers are intimidating the sellers, or the sellers are intimidating the buyers, or the market is stagnant. When the market is consolidating, it means that there is no activity going on. Like, look at what happened today in the financial market. The market was stagnant in the morning. But what happened? Oh my Lord, the profiteers made a good sum of money. And to the glory of God, I was part. It triggered and it came my way. I was so happy on what I gained today in the financial market. So let's proceed and see. Who trades Forex? Have you sat down and asked yourself who trades Forex? The major body that owns Forex, the major body that trades Forex is the central banks. And that's why the central bank is a very mighty place where we have all this activity taking place. And what kind of banks are we looking at? We are looking at Central Bank of Nigeria. We are looking at European Central Bank. We are looking at Bank of England. We are looking at Bank of Canada, Bank of America. All these banks, they are traded in the financial market. Before I proceed, I just want to say this. I have a YouTube channel. Please, I'll be dropping my video in the YouTube channel. Please, when you finish watching the recorded video, which I'll be dropping tonight, and the PDF, do me well by subscribing. When you subscribe to that channel, agreed, you are boosting my channel, but at the same time, you are giving yourself the access to get more of my videos. Apart from these trainings I conduct, sometimes in the morning, I can give market analysis and tell you how it goes deeply. That's what I do. Are you with me? So when you subscribe and click on notification bell, it gives you the access to always be on that channel. Thank you and God bless you as you do. So back to our class, Central Bank of Nigeria, Central Bank of European Central Bank, Canada, Bank of Japan, Bank of America. These are the major banks that trade Forex. Now, which other subordinates do we have? It's just like a bank. You have a manager, you have the assistant manager. We have the commercial banks. And the commercial banks are EcoBank, Keystone Bank, Polaris Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank, JP Morgans. All these people, they trade Forex. Another body that trades Forex are the individual investors. Who are the individual investors? The individual investors are you and I. You and I that we know that how much do we even have to trade in the financial market. So all these are the exact things we do in the market. And we have some multinational corporations that will tell you that, oh, if you trade Forex, if you bring your money, I can beat my chest that you are going to get some percentage from this. Are you with me? And these are the exact things. And these are the people that trade Forex. I always tell people something. There's nothing like knowing this business, unlike telling somebody to sit down and trade for you, and for you to tell somebody that I want to, this is a company, I want to come and learn from you, or I want to give you 500,000 naira. If you know how to do this business, hey, you are a boss on your own. Every day, I know how much I target that I want to get. For instance, if it's even the money I use for my daily allowance, I can target it every day in the financial market. Nobody can query me. Nobody even knows if I'm conducting transactions because I'm making my money in a very cool and easy way. I'm not shouting. That's the beauty about Forex. But are you people saying that Forex is a scam? Whoever says this, I highly disagree with them. Forex is not. Forex is not what they call it. It's not all these scamming businesses whereby they will tell you to pick one, pick two, and all these things. No, it's a big mistake. Forex is simply a place where you make good strategies, and these good strategies works for you. That's what it means. For instance, I studied mechanical engineering in my days of studying, and I love mathematics so much. You know, if you study engineering, you should like mathematics. And anything that has to do with calculation, I've always been part. Are you with me? So I'm not saying other people will not as well survive. What I'm just saying in essence is if you make your strategies right, you will surely profit in the financial markets. Are you with me? But don't worry, I assure you that I will give you insight of some things you do that will make you make good money in the financial market, especially that day four. Don't miss, if you have to, don't even miss any day. But day four will be awesome. Let's proceed. I have a flow chart. This flow chart gives me a picture of exactly what the financial market looks like. If you look at the center of my flow chart, we have the Central Bank of Nigeria, we have the major banks, we have the ECN brokers, then we have the retail traders. Who are the retail traders? The retail traders are you and I. You and I that we know that how much we have in the financial market to trade. Are you with me? Imagine somebody like me. How much do I have compared to what is in the bank? Are you with me? But whenever you see a big drive coming into the market, have it in mind that that drive is majorly from the central bank. In those days when I used to learn Forex, when my mentor would tell me that the big guns have arrived the market or they've gotten into the market, I'll be wondering what does it mean? But I later discovered that these are the big deposits that are being made in the market. Are you with me? And if don't worry, I promise you, I'm going to give this PDF and this recorded video so that you can go through it. Are you with me? So let's proceed. Like I said, somebody was chatting me while I was chatting, like, and I had to tell the person that it is always good, even if you have an idea of Forex, to also hear from the scratch and see if there are one or two things you can pick before you go into the advanced section. Let's proceed. Currencies. Currency is a fiat spent by a country. Nigeria spends naira. America spends dollar, and their kobo is cent. And we in Great Britain, they spend pounds, and their kobo is pence. So as well, other countries, they spend their own currencies. But one thing I'll say about currency is, in the forex market, currencies are splitted, or currency is splitted into two: the base currency and the quote currency. The first listed currency of the currency pair is called the base currency, and the second currency is called the quote currency. Now, currency pairs compare the value of one currency with respect to another. Look at my screen. The first set of currency pair I have is Euro USD. The base currency is Euro. The USD is the quote currency. The next one is GBP AUD. GBP is the base currency. AUD is the what? The quote currency. The last one is XAU USD. XAU USD. The USD is the XAU is the base currency, and the USD is what? The quote currency. Now, there's something I want to say in this class that is very key. The mistake many people make is that there are times I'll be giving out signals, because I also give out signals to group. Some people who are willing. There are some people that they are so busy, they don't even have time to trade on their own account. So sometimes they give to me to manage, so on and so forth. But what I say is, if you don't know the basics of this, if for instance I tell you, okay, Mr. Silas, for instance, USD is selling. USD is selling. What Mr. Silas is supposed to do is, Mr. Silas will say Euro USD, because USD is on the quotes. It means USD is selling at the quote section. Now, Mr. Silas will now go, which other pair can I see USD? Are you with me? Mr. Silas will now say that, okay, the USD, it can also be in USD card. USD card, the USD is a symbol of the base currency. Let me come to my screen. These are ways people profit in two ways. And I also do it very, very well. Look at my screen. The first pair was Euro USD. But don't worry, I will talk more about this on the last day. This is Euro USD. And another good pair is USD card. Now, if USD is selling here on the quote section, just imagine I got the news in the market that USD is going to have, these are the news they usually come. They will say USD is going to have a downfall, something of such. It's going to break ahead. USD is going to go bearish on, it's going to break the resistance at so and so points. You know what I'm saying about the news. Now, it means USD will sell. What are you supposed to do here? It means that Euro is having upper hand compared to what? USD. So what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to enter a buy for this kind of market. I'm teaching you how you can profit in two ways. Now look at the other one. Remember, USD is selling. So because USD is selling and it's on the base section, meanwhile, this is on the quote, what do? You enter this market as a sell. This is how I profit in two ways when I get news. When I get news, I can profit in two ways. That's how it has been for me. Are you with me? So that is that. Let's proceed, please. Now, the next thing I would like to talk about here is I would like to talk about exchange rates. Exchange rate is the rate at which one country's currency will be exchanged for another. It is regarded as the value of one country's currency in relation to another. We believe that one currency will rise against another currency. We buy the strong currency and we sell the weak currency. Don't worry, I will explain this thing in details. All these things I'm reading is what I'll give to you to go and read and meditate on. But I want to just talk to you on what I know about exchange rates. Now, I read there's something in between the lines here that we believe that one currency will rise against another currency we buy. Listen, in any country where you have a successful trade, in any country where you have a successful trade, is as a result of what? The exchange, the country's economy. USD is a country that we know that is a lovely country, and is a country that NFP is being favorable in that country. You might be wondering, what is NFP? NFP is non-farm payroll. It's actually a statistics that is given out in the United States, and they will predict that, okay, there will be a great amount of employment and so and so. That's what NFP means. On Friday, I was trading for some accounts, and I was trading my account. I was on a currency pair, and a student of mine sent a message to me, said, Mr. Gospel, have you forgotten to be no and behold, I forgot that day was NFP. I forgot this Friday that passed was NFP. You won't believe it. He said, do you know that today is NFP? And NFP will take place at so and so time. It usually take place around 1:30. Just get prepared. It's a drift in the market for some minutes. And guess what? Luckily, I was in the right position of NFP. When that NFP occurred, the profit was massive because the statistics came in and USD was in a great advantage. Thank God I was trading the USD pair. I was so lucky that day. I made my profits and my own profits in my account. Are you with me? So you must understand base and quote. I hear people saying that base currency is this quote. They really don't know what it's really the insight of those things and why you need to understand where base currencies and the quote currency is so that you can profit in two or more places. If I get a condition in the market, at least I must profit at least two trades, not just one. Because why? I understand how to go into what? The market. Let's take a closer look. Exchange rate is something very simple. We know that Euro GPP has its exchange rate. USD card has its exchange rate. And this exchange rate can be Googled anytime. If you check, okay, let me just do something short on my screen. When you have Euro USD, for instance, when you have Euro USD on my screen, please, whatever I do here, I'm assuming. As at this moment, I'm assuming anything I do here. Let's say the value for my euro was 800, and my USD was, let's say, I was checking the news today. USD has increased in the market. I don't know, maybe it's black market or bank rates, but let me just give USD 400. Let me just give USD 400. Now, who agrees with me here that if I do my mathematics, 800 divided by 400, that is exactly 2.000. Don't worry, I'll talk about pips tomorrow. Don't get yourself bothered. I promise you on that. You just assure me you'll be here tomorrow. And from today onward, we'll be having this class exactly 9 p.m. The reason being that because of some of us who are working class, so that we can meet up with time. I'll post that on the platform anyway. Let's say Mr. Michael Eze sends me a message and said, Mr. Gospel, Euro has boosted in the market. That is an indication that Euro has upper hand compared to USD. What will I do? I'll come here. Let's say it has gone to 900. I'll come here. 900 divided by 400. Hello, house. Do your mathematics very well. 900 divided by 400 should give you 2.225. Yes, I'm correct. 2 point, sorry, 2.250. Please don't mind my marker. It's just the board. Then let's say who is in the house again? Let's say somebody like Mr. Enoch Anthony calls me and say, Mr. Gospar, Euro has dropped to 600. That means Euro is going down. That's 600 slash 400. 600 to 400. And 600 to 400 is, do your mathematics very well. 600 to 400 is 1.5000. Are you saying it? 1.5000. So if it's 1.5000, what that means is that for euro that went up here, it means that you are to enter this market as a buy. Remember, we said that the dominators of the market are the bull and the bear. When euro is going for a buy, USD is dropping down drastically. Forget I did not talk about USD, but I just want you to know that USD is going down drastically. When euro is now coming down, it means that USD is paving its way upwards because both of them, they always go in opposite direction. So in this case, you enter as a buy. And in this case, you enter as a sell. All of this you see on my screen is pips and pips calculation, which I'll talk about tomorrow. As I speak, even as a forex trader, some of us still have problems calculating pips, even on some currency pairs, which I'll virtually do tomorrow by the you just be consistent with. If you can hear me, type 1 in the chat box. If you can hear me, type 1 in the chat box, please. I'm waiting. Mr. Michael Eze, Techno, Camo, Mr. Junior Emeka, Mr. Joshua Samuel, so on and so forth. Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Oh, you are blessed. I appreciate Mr. Michael. Thank you, Mr. Michael Eze. Thank you, Mr. Joshua. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. So, fundamental analysis is just a way of looking at the first market, analyzing economic, social, and political forces. So, all this is what the financial markets. Now, look at the period where we had COVID. The market was affected. But guess what? People that were cashing out were cashing out. See, the fact that any disaster comes up or any situation comes up, it is a news. Whoever is smart, whoever can trade technically and fundamentally, we surely enjoy the market. Are you with me? Look at the next. The next one is what? The next one is technical analysis. What exactly is technical analysis? Technical analysis is when you use technical analysis is when you make your analysis based on candlestick patterns. Are you listening? Technical analysis is when you make your analysis based on candlestick patterns, trend lines, Fibonacci retracement, moving average, so on and so forth. I am more of a technical trader. I do more of technical analysis. Are you with me? I do more of what? Technical analysis. The last one for today is what? Sentimental analysis. What exactly is sentimental analysis? Sentimental analysis is when you trade based on sentiment. In fact, In those days, I used to do this nonsense. I'm sorry if I call this nonsense anyway, but thank God I've upgraded, at least to an extent. Imagine, because you'll be thinking somebody has 25 years of Forex experience, when the person comes to investing.com, Forex Factory, and give an analysis that the market will go on a bullish situation, and you just got bullish. I'm sorry, my brother. Forex is not somebody who has gone for an apprentice job. Yes, if I'm a hairstylist, I have people under me, I'm their boss. But I can tell you that anybody here can be a boss. Forget I'm your host. Anybody can be a boss. It depends on how you now train yourself to understand the market. Are you with me? I have a student 3 years ago. I've been doing this business for long, teaching people online. 3 years ago, Mr. Godswill is the guy's name, or Godwin, sorry. His best pair to trade online is GPP USD. GPP USD was his best pair. Are you with me? And that GPP USD, should I tell you something that will shock you? I could not even trade GPP USD up to this guy. That was his best pair until now. He's enjoying it. So it depends on where your strength lies. Are you with me? Anybody can be a boss in the financial markets. That's one thing I want you to know. But as of now, I'm the one who is training you and the one who is leading you right now. So for those that just came in, I want to appreciate you for coming. We started with introduction of Forex market. We give analysis of Forex, and we talked about when Forex is traded from Mondays to Fridays. I showed you a flow chart of two animals. Nearby, the first animal is the bull and the bear. The bull and the bear. I told you that they can never go the same way. They go in opposite directions. I dive into who trades Forex. I talked about central banks, commercial banks, and I talked about investment funds. I talked about a lot of things there. And I told you that the flow chart is exactly what you have on your screen. Central bank, I talked about major bank, investment funds, and retail traders. Lastly, oh, that's not the last one, sorry. Another one, I talked about exchange rate, and I talked about base currency and quote currencies. Yes, this is the base currency and the quote currency. I dealt with it. And I talked about the exchange rate from here. I talked about when to enter the market as a buy and sell. I talked about analysis, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and sentimental analysis. And that was where I ended the class. Please, if you have any question, please ask your questions. We have just 9 minutes left to go. Please ask your questions if there's any question for me. Okay, if there's no question for me, if you understand today's class, just type 5 in the chat box. I understand what this man has done today. Just type 5 in the chat box while I await your question. If you understand what I've done, type 5 in the chat box. Oh, I've got my first 5. Oh, Mr. Junior Emeka, you are blessed. You are blessed. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Oh, Mr. Michael Eze, wonderful. God bless you, sir. I do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For those that were not able to meet up with this class, I promise you that I will be dropping the recorded version of this class right now on my YouTube channel. But do me a favor. Thank you. I saw the other 5. Just do me well by subscribing to the channel so that you get more things. Please don't fail to be in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow's class is even more important than today's class. Thank you very much. God bless you. See you tomorrow 9 p.m. Our classes will be 9 p.m. so that the working class people will always meet up with us. Thank you. Since there's no question, God bless you. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.